Hello people, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful pearl stud here, beaded stud here, as you can see. Yeah, so stick and stay and let's continue. Now to start with, what I'm going to do is that I would have to glue this down onto this stud, earring stud, onto the pearl bead. This is a half pearl bead, which is about if it were to be a whole, it would have been 16 millimeters. So this is half, which is 8 millimeter. Or how would I say? Yeah, so I'm going to glue down with this F6000. Yeah, so this is just I have already done one that I have to. So after doing that, what you have to do is that you have to wait for about maybe 3 hours for it to dry properly before you start to work on it. Now I'll be working with this. Okay, I'm going to also use this. This is an embroidery silky thread, and it matches really well with this, with the bead here. I'll be using this 11O toho Japanese bead. This is a very quality bead. Yeah, and it's 11 holes, also 11O seed beads, and it's a toho bead as well. And I'll be using a pair of scissors as well, my beading mat. I would also use a pair of a beading needle. Yeah, so I'm going to list all the materials in the description box here. So if I've missed some out, you know that you see them in the description box below. Now to begin with, I'm going to start the foundation with 4 beads. Okay, I've started the foundation with 4 beads. Yeah. Okay, now the thread is about more than 160 centimeters, and really I don't really measure, which is a very bad attitude from me. But what I do is I just cut, and it's because I've been doing this for some time, so I know I just measure with my eye, but that's not a good thing to do. Yeah, so more than 160 centimeters, I'm really sure about that. Yes, so you could measure it, your thread, like that, so that you don't run out of thread whilst you bead along. So let's start with 4 beads for the foundation. So to continue, you have to thread through all these 4 beads. Okay, and then you go through the first bead. I think yeah, it's really long. I'll be cutting down part of the thread, maybe say 20 centimeters down. Yeah. Because it will tangle when I don't do that. So let's continue. Now the next step is going to be, I'm going to put 1 bead in each space. Okay, one, two, 3, then 4. And and then when I get to this stage, I'll have to step up to the next bead here. Okay, pull out your thread. This is the first row, and it adds up to 4. Okay, the second row, I'm going to put 2 in each space, 2 bead in each space. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We step up. So we are increasing now. So this is 8 in total. Okay, and then move on to the third row. Third row, we're going to go through all spaces with 1 bead. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we step up here. 8. Yeah, so on the fourth row, now in general, with the third row, we are increasing. Okay, so in general, we had 8 beads in total. So on the fourth row, we're going to have 12 beads in total. So how do we get this? We're going to start with a bead, and then 2 beads, one bead, two beads, 1 bead, two beads, one bead, and then 2 beads. So in total we have 12 beads. Then we step up from here. Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's a 4th row. Now on the 5th row, you're going to have 1 bead in each space. So the 5th and the 6th row is going to be 1, 1, 1. It's going to be a repetition of 1 bead in each row. So this is the 5th row. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I'm counting so you know that it is really 12 we have to put. Yeah, so in total we have 12 beads. Okay, so we step up. So we're going to repeat the 1, 1, 1 on the 6th row. I'll meet you after. Yeah, so done with the 6th row. So on the 7th row, on the 6th row we have in total 12 beads. Yeah, so on the we are still increasing. So on the 7th row we have 2. We start with 2 beads, bead, one bead, two, one, one. So you're going to repeat a group of 2 on 1 4 times or 2 more times until you step up. So in all, you're going to have 16 beads. I'll get back to you when we get to the last stage. Yeah, so this is the 7th row. Now on the 8th row, you're still increasing. We'll start with 1. On the 14th row, in total we had 16 beads. Okay, so on the 8th row, we're going to start with a bead, 1, 2, 3, 4. You continue this until you have the 16th bead, and then you step up. But let me take you through, and then you know what I mean. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sometimes it happens. Thread had to pass through the other thread, so yeah, so let's continue. I guess this is the 10th bead. This is 14. Then we have 15 and 16, and then we step up. Okay, so this is the 8th row. Okay, so you're going to repeat the round of 16. Okay, rounds of 16 3 times. Okay, so which means that I will be with you. You're going to bead around 16 for 3 solid times, and then you until you get to the 11th row. Okay, and then I'll get back to you, please. And before I go, I'd want to say that try not to bend the edges over. Okay, try not, it may bend a little bit, it's just fine, but don't pull this thread too much for you to bend, because we need to we will be putting this in the middle to start beading, or to start making our earring. Yeah, I'll start earring, just start earring. So try to stay flat, or even if it will bend, it should not bend too much. Okay, from the edges here. Okay, so I'll meet you on the 11th row. Yeah, so I'm done with the 11th row. So this is what we do next. On the 11th row, I'm going to put the prepared half pearl bead inside. So this is where the earring preparation really begins. Okay, so at this stage, I put the stud in the middle here where the hole is. I mean, you remember how we started, so I'm going to put it right here in the middle. Okay, yeah. And so the next thing is, I have to, after putting this, I have to pull the thread, and then you realize that after doing that, the beads are going to cover the edges, and then you continue to bead. Yeah, so this is what you have. Okay, so we're going to bead another 3 more rows of 16. Don't pull it very, very tight, or else I don't know what will happen. There will be too much spaces in the bead, so just pull it in a way that it's going to cover the edges of the pearl, and then you continue to bead. All right, so we continue. We're going to bead 16 more rounds of or 16 more beads around until the 14th row. Okay, so let me start with you. 1, so this is the 12th row, actually the beginning of the 12th row. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16. We step up. Okay, so this is the 12th row. So we'll build 2 more rows of 16. Okay, so we're going to, I'll get back to you on the 14th row, at the end of the 14th row. So this is the 15th row, and then I'm done with the 16 rounds. Okay, so to continue with the 16th row, we are going to decrease. Okay, so in this case you are going to have 1 1 1 0 4 times around, and in all you're going to have 12 beads. So let's start. Forgive me if the positioning is not right, but I need to do it to to be in this position so that I can also bead around for you to see it clearly. Yeah, so 1, we are decreasing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, and then we step up. 0. Okay. On the 17th row, what you are going to do is you're going to go around 1 1 1 in each space, 1 bead in each space, and we have in total 12 beads. We're actually going to repeat this 1 1 1 in row 17 and then 18. Okay, so I'll get back to you when I'm done with the 18th row. Now before I go, let me start, and then you know what I mean by that. Okay, so 1, this is row 17, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Sometimes you see the a V shape like this. When you see this, never mind, just move on, and you are going through the beads sticking out. Okay, these ones are sticking out. Okay, for instance, let me show you what I mean. So we're starting with the 17th row. We started with 1, 2, 3. You're not going to go through here any of these beads. This 1, 2, 3, no. You go through this one, the next one that is sticking out, like this. Okay, yeah, and then you continue. The reason is because we are decreasing. That is why. And when you go to, you know, the 0 means you go through without the bead. So that was how come you're able to have this shape. Yeah, so never mind. This is 4. You have 5. You have 6. You have 7. You have 8. You have 9. Then we have 10. You have 11. And then 12. So repeat row 17 on row 18. Okay, so we step up from here. Okay, we repeat this row in row 18. I'll get back to you after row 18. So I'm done with the 18th row. Now we continue with the 19th row. Okay, we are still decreasing. So on the 19th row, we're going to have 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1. Okay, I'm going to list it in the description box, and then you would have to glance through to see how Bessie can help you, how you're going to build up this easy start with the beads. Okay, so even if you don't understand, don't worry, just check on the description box and then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so we start with the 1, then in total we will have 8 beads. Okay, so 1. Okay, yeah, the positioning of my hands is really yeah, but something, I mean, I'm doing this just to feel comfortable, so I should be able to do this tutorial properly for you to see. So just pardon me for this. So 1 0. When I say 0, you go through without the bead. So 1 0. Okay. 1 1 0. 1 1 0. 1, 0, 1. Then in total we have 8 beads. Okay, so let's count to see if we are right. We're going to count the beads sticking out. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So on the 20th row we're going to go through a bead in each space. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1, and in total we're going to have 8 beads. So let's start. Then 8, we step up. No, we don't step up, sorry. I think this is 7. Then we step up on the next here. Yeah. So in total we have 8 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so on the 21st row, the 21 row, we have a 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay, so 1, we're still decreasing. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. We step up from here. On the 22nd row, that's which is the last row. And so I mean the 21st row adds up to 4. So the last row, which is the 22nd row, pick a bead, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I step up from here. I think I picked a double bead, or no, I did not. I feel what just happened. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this is it. I mean, now you're going to find a space here. It doesn't really matter. Okay, now if you were doing, if you were covering, I mean, if you making a whole pearl bead, you would have maybe covered it with an earring hook or something. But since you are making a stud, you are going to have these things. Okay, so you try to cover it up, and then in the last row, what we do is we join all four beads together. Okay, and then you try to pull it up. Yeah, so I join 1, you're still going to see some space, never mind. This is how it looks, and it of course makes some design in the middle. Yeah, it's not very big. If it's too big than usual, then maybe there's a problem somewhere. So you're going to join all 4 beads together, and it's as if it looks like as you started. It's the same design. Yeah, when you check. Oh, I'm doing this offline, sorry guys. This is what I mean. You're going to do this. Oh my goodness, what's happening? Yeah, yeah, so this is just it. This is all there is to it. Yeah, and then you go around again. You add all 4 beads together. Okay, and then what you do is that you just go through all the beads, and then you cut this finally, and that's it. You have your beaded stud, beaded pearl stud. Okay, so I'm left with 1 more to go, and then I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, thank you very much. The final look now, people. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial, and if you have found one thing, you can just check in my description box. Everything is listed there, how I started and how I ended. Okay, the number of beads you need to build up and how to increase and decrease. Yeah, so see, it's so beautiful. This is a stud. Okay, it's a pearl beaded stud earring. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, please, I would like to thank you so much. And if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press on the notification to get new videos whenever I upload. Okay, thank you, God bless you, and keep supporting the dream. Have a nice time. See you on my next channel, my next tutorial. Bye.